Oh, that.
All right. So when last we left off, you guys returned to Golgothir to fight the sort of the cabal of mind flayers that had overthrown Lady Andragora and her husband King Markop. You guys arrived at the home of Strothgan the Arcanist and sort of met up with Wilfred's childhood friend Morgana, who told you that Strothgan made capture and he was being held in Darkhold Keep. So you went down to Darkhold Keep. And from there you made your way in through, and there's some shenanigans. You were able to free Strothgan. You found Strothgan wasn't actually the one making the amulets that you wanted him to make for you. It was actually the Githyanki Razakai, and so you went back and saved Razakai and killed two of the Cabal, Abar and Astopheles, and then you sort of met up with Queen Andragora. You discussed sort of your plan, where she would sort of a frontal assault to distraction. You guys were trying to break in the back and try and slay Atar and his mind flayers. You entered into the throne room where you fought Nexon and Atar. You were able to, Nexon and Asgath. You were able to slay both of them. You guys sort of went back to, you guys sort of looted the bodies. You talked briefly with Galen out in the courtyard. You returned to Strothgan's house for a short rest, expecting Galen and Strothgan and the rest to follow after you. However, they did not. So you returned to the Stygian Palace, and you sort of went down to the basement, and there you found many petrified Durgar, as well as Palantir, a sort of dark alpha drow from Jorhas, who had sort of he was an aide he had enlisted. Sorry, enlisted your aid. Sort of looked around. You saw piles of ash, corpses that were sort of drained of life. You made your way down to this pretty nondescript room at the end of the hall. There was this massive circular sort of burned circle that just extended out to the abyss. There you also found the body of a green mind flayer who you knew as Nergal, another of Atar's cabal. And you was able to sort of stabilize him. And you guys sort of discussed, sort of talked with him. I mean, he sort of told you that he sort of knew where Ellaxen might be, and might be willing to sort of betray him. So you were sort of discussing what you're going to do next, whether you're going to go forward, or whether you were going to sort of return back to the House Strothgan the Arcanist, or find Strothgan or Galen or any others. When you sort of heard these footfalls coming down the stairs, you peeked out. You saw the drow that had been fighting against you under the control of the mind flayers in the throne room, weeping over the body, or the statue of Palantir. And that is where we begin tonight's session. You sort of softly weeping at the statue of Palantir at the end of the hallway. You are sort of the one looking out. What are you guys doing?
I'm looking at a few things. Sir, what are you doing down here?
Who are you asking?
The drow. The drow.
You, purple one. I thank you for freeing me, but I came looking for my comrade Palantir.
Is this him you have found?
Yes, this is my comrade Palantir. He appears to have been petrified or turned to stone.
Yes, we came down here in a rumor of a battle going on, and in thoughts of helping, but we came down here to ash and rubble. It's a terrible thing. It's a dangerous place. You're not safe here.
What?
We're going to.
Who did this?
Ellaxen.
The one in charge of this.
I've heard tell of the name Ellaxen.
It is our goal to destroy him.
It is a noble goal. Do you know where he is?
We have
We have a trail, but that's about it.
Leads, yes.
Believe he's at the bottom of the abyss. Just don't know how to get down there.
Yeah, I don't either. Never heard of anyone going down there, but I'm not from Golgothir.
Mm,
Do you know of any way to transform Palantir back?
We were gonna go back into the village to see if there is a possible way to do that. Yes.
Will thinks it's possible, but he's
Yeah.
I do not have the
have the
ability.
ability.
He would be of great help as well.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I guess that's kind of the two big things. See if we can find some way to change these people back and find some way to get down to the bottom of this pit.
Yeah, I don't have a lead on either of those for you. I apologize.
Oh no, it just we gotta head back into town, see what we can find.
Understood. If you need someone to keep watch over the bodies, I'm willing to do that.
No.
If you'd like to stay here, yeah, by all means.
It is very dangerous, so don't engage if you don't risk your life if you aren't. If you don't think you can.
Understood.
Plus, we've got this guy with us now. Mind flayer.
Yeah. Ishtadar all of a sudden looks all of a sudden suddenly like pale as a bed sheet. He's like it's dark elf drafts sort of like a dull color. And all of a sudden like turns like you see like the murder in his eyes as he sort of fingers his blade.
I'll step forward and just put my hand up. Well, hold on.
We currently have common enemies now. He's not a threat at the moment.
He's not exactly a friend, but he's not a threat at the moment.
We have an arrangement.
And what sort of arrangement would one have with the cabal of Atar?
Well, sounds
The
like
downfall of Ellaxen.
Atar and Ellaxen turned on him. So he's not too happy with them right now and willing to help us get rid of them. By his word, at least, he's willing to help us get rid of them in exchange for his sparing his life.
Only a fool makes a deal with a mind flayer.
Well, there's definitely a couple of those here. But sometimes it takes a little bit of foolishness to get things done no one else wants to do.
Well, we're gonna head back.
Right, his body relaxes slightly. All right, that's where you guys are heading back into Golgothir.
And Nergal, I imagine you should probably stay here and rest. I don't think you're gonna fare too well in the city.
I don't think I will fare too well with this one either.
Can I look around for chambers that we could potentially stay in here?
Yeah, I mean, so there are rooms all along this hallway. There's probably So the inside wall doesn't have rooms. The outer wall does, and it has 3 rooms.
Well, if we don't want to get too far, we could stay here and rest up.
But it's also not like mind flayers are like new to being seen around the city.
Yeah. I think it might just be safer.
But many people now have their hold broken. I don't know how easy it is to crawl a
As long as we are with him, I think it should be fine.
Yeah, you can't guarantee safety if you wanders off.
We can't guarantee his safety anywhere.
True.
Did I do an insight check last time on him? Last time?
There were insight checks done. I'm not sure if you did one. I don't remember
Yeah,
you
I
doing
just-
one.
I just want to see if he was trying to, if he was fully honest or if he was like trying to
Just not die.
just not die.
Okay, make an insight check.
21.
21. All right. He seems manipulative. He seems he does seem prideful. So it seems like he did take Ellaxen's betrayal personally. But it also doesn't seem like he is altruistic by any stretch of the imagination.
But okay.
You know, it might not be a bad idea if we're gonna bring him into town with us just to bind his arms. Just to kind of make it clear to people that he's not a threat. Nothing personal. I just don't want anyone to try to kill you or us.
Such simple minds cannot hold the mind flayer of lie.
Well, you know that, but I don't know if everyone in town would know that.
I'm gonna pull out my dimensional shackles and put them around his arms.
Okay, all right, do that. You can do that, and remind me again what the dimensional shackles do. They just can't be teleported out of. That's the main thing, right?
In addition to serving as one, the shackles prevent a creature bound by them from using any method of extra dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane of existence.
Yep.
They don't prevent the creature from passing through an interdimensional portal, though. Like if I created
Like a
one.
door.
Yeah.
Doorway. Yeah.
You and any creature designate. You can use a. Yep.
Okay. All right. So you put the shackles on the dimensional shackles on Nergal.
Yep. And I'll say, get out of this.
They don't prevent him from casting spells, though, right?
It would incapacitate his like somatic or whatever.
Yeah,
the
should do somatic or yes, it would be somatic at
Yeah.
that point.
but obviously not. You can't. He's not verbally incapacitated now.
Right, understood. He sort of sighs and glares at you, Angkor.
Give you the target and not me. Bring it else.
And we'll walk on the way back to town.
Okay, all right. So you guys walk back
I
in.
would also like to use my rope to just tie securely around his waist or something, and then fix the other end of the rope to myself,
Okay.
so
Alright.
that he can't so easily run away given an
Okay.
opportune moment. I give it probably like 10 feet of slack between us.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. Yeah. So you guys, with Nergal sort of restrained among you, you guys begin to make your way out of the Stygian Palace. You pass by sort of the contingent of guards that was out in front. They look very confused, but they don't really try and stop you. You see Galen out there sort of with them. And sort of looks and says, Fellowship of the Chili said you you guys got one of the mind flayers.
Indeed. Not by our own strength by any means. We found him near dead. Seems that Ellaxen and Atar didn't take too kindly to his trying to run away in the battle, so they left. They beat him, did whatever, and left him for dead. And so he's not too happy with them. He claims he's willing to help us get rid of them in exchange for sparing his life.
Well, you have free reign to do what you wish. I will say that Lady Andragore does want to see you. She does want to offer you a reward for defeating the mind flayers and taking back the Stygian Palace.
Oh, excellent. Is she still in hiding, or is she on her way back here?
She is basically where she was before. It's not safe until Ellaxen and Atar are gone, but
Fair enough. Is it worth?
And just looking around at everyone else,
Is it worth going to pick up that reward? Is it? I mean, do you know? Is it just money? Because if it's just money, then we probably don't. We could probably wait because we're still trying to get.
I'd
those
say
other
we,
guys.
I'd say we just wait until the
Finish this.
mission is completely.
Unless it's some
We
kind of
also-
powerful weapons that could help us, defeat them.
I think it was just money and maybe
Oh,
some
okay.
jewels. But
Yeah, we can probably wait.
Because we have some cargo that we probably shouldn't take to go see where she's located.
That is
Mhm.
also very true.
Sure.
We're
That's okay.
protected from him, but
Galen,
yeah.
we need a way to get down that big
The chasm.
hole back there. Yeah,
maybe that's the latest reward.
Nergal says that's where the Ellaxen is. Any ideas? There's someone that could. I mean, we got potions from one of these shops that made me super fast. I don't know if they'd have something that could make us fly.
Probably.
Or-
I mean, probably, yeah. I think the Griffin is still at Strothgan's house that
Oh,
you
yeah.
left here.
I could carry a couple of us.
He won't be able to carry us all, but
You could make
That's,
multiple trips.
Yeah, Angmore, you can fly.
Yeah.
I got those boots, those slippers of spider climbing. I got to take some time to attune to them.
correct.
Put those on, and I could climb down.
But
And then that
yeah,
leaves-
I mean, that's all. We don't have any like, anything we normally do. We don't go down there. It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
Sure.
Reasonable.
It is definitely dangerous now. Also, do you know of anyone that has you have a few new statues in the sub levels. Do you know of anyone that is able to restore anyone back to their self?
I don't know if you know much about Golgothir, but we're not the religious type. I hear that there are religious people that can do that, but it's a little more of a we're not quite as we're a little more secular than some other places.
I know someone, but they're pretty far away and probably won't be able to get here.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I know, Nergal, you also said that you can you can do something to make us fall slower.
Yes, I can make you fall slower. I can also make me fly.
You can make you fly, but not anyone else, huh?
Maybe some others, but
Now the slow falling, can you do that to all of us at once?
yes, I can.
I mean,
Forgive me, but can you prove it?
And I'll just like pick up a rock and toss it in the air.
He will cast Featherfall on the rock, and it will
Huh.
slowly drift down.
Well, that's cool. Of course, we still don't know that you would actually, it'd still be kind of a leap of faith.
yeah, for all we know, he'll cast haste on us and we'll plummet to our death that much quicker.
Although, unless you really just want to end your own life, which you don't strike me as the type, if we all tie ourselves together and all jump off, then you kind of have to save us to save yourself. Of course, if we don't have our own way to get down, we may not have a way to get back up.
Maybe somebody sells something that'll let us fly.
Yeah. We'll make Nergal the backup plan.
Okay. So what are you guys doing as you guys sort of leave the Stygian Palace?
Try to find a magic or potion shop.
Wand shop.
I'm just trying to get some rest now.
All right. All right. So make a perception check. Whoever's looking for the magic or potion shop.
Ugarth will look because he has good perception. 16.
That's what I got.
As you look around, you do see sort of a brightly colored sort of sort of magical sort of shop with sort of like a bubbling cauldron out front, and sort of like a little cutout of a witch sort of, or a Duragar sort of with its hands over the sort of the cauldron. And it says Clarissa's cauldron of potion, or cauldron of chaos.
Sure. Let's go in.
All right. So you go in.
Cauldron of chaos.
Yeah.
Clarissa's
Clarissa's.
classic cauldron of chaos.
Yeah. So you go in, and sort of got those beads hanging down in the front. You sort of have to push them open, and you go in. So the lines are on the walls. You see all sorts of alchemical sort of components. You see frogs, that are sort of dead frogs in these in these jars. You see eyeballs. You see tongues. You see like an ear of a dog and stuff like that. You go in, and this old Duragar lady with sort of frizzy hair. Actually, I'm sorry, not Duragar. With a deep gnome, sort of frizzy hair on her head. Says, "Welcome, I am Clarissa. Welcome to my shop."
Oh, hello there. We are looking for something that can make some of us fly.
Oh, you would like a potion of flying, would you? Well,
If you've got it.
I do sell those. I also sell this here broomstick, and she holds out a broomstick to you, towards you guys.
Is it the Nimbus 2000?
It's just a-
Yeah, and it's straight out of Harry Potter.
well, that's a broom.
Is that something you use to sweep your shop here with?
What are you
No,
looking for? Is that-
it's a broomstick of flying. She sort of hops on it. Means to sort of hover, sort of in the middle of the shop.
Damn, are you a witch?
you go get the duck.
How many,
Well, that's interesting.
how many people can safely ride on that at once?
Well, maybe two of you. Especially two. It can only handle about 400 pounds.
Well, he's
Alright.
pretty tiny, so
We've got, now who do we have? We've got Eivor can fly. Nergal, you can fly. I can walk down the wall.
Mhm.
We've got Ugarth, Will, Girthang,
With Nether,
Aurelia, and Morgana. Is Morgana still here? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got
do you
five
think
of
we could
us.
think we could get 3 on there? If 2 of them are these little ones.
How many
Children?
of us could
Maybe.
that Griffin? How many of us could Chad carry?
2,
Two.
I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He can carry as much as a broomstick can.
Aurelia does tell you, Angvor, that she can also cast fly.
It sounds like Aurelia can fly herself.
No,
Wait,
perfect.
We can replace Chad with a broomstick. And
Hallelujah.
How about getting replaced by automation? How much does that stick sell for?
300 gold pieces.
I've got this, and I'll put down 20 gold pieces. That's all. This is all I have in gold.
I'll chip in 100.
Okay. So we have
Anyone else?
120.
You know, we could go collect the reward first, and then
I'm trying to see what I can put in as like a bargain, like
Have your
items. I have a couple things.
demon helm. Break the house instead of that.
I pull out these gloves. And I had attuned to them for a little bit, and then I unattuned to them, put something else that attuned to them. But they're the gloves of missile snaring.
Okay.
Reduce the damage of like a projectile by 1d10, and you can catch, basically catch the item in your hand if it's small enough.
Okay. So you're trying to bargain with them?
Yeah, with the gold, it's like I have this
She
wondrous
sort of picks
item
them up
here.
and holds them. Wow. If you give me this, I will reduce the price to 150 gold pieces.
And then I'll throw in 30 gold pieces as well.
Mhm.
All right.
Cool. I don't spend anything.
Some gave some, Girthan gave all.
Yes.
That was the leftovers.
All right. So you have bought a broom of flying.
Solid.
So, Bertha, you want to put that in your inventory?
Flying broom.
Yeah, I think it's the broom of flying on D&D Beyond.
You have to hold it on your back because you're a barbarian, like your like two-handed blunt weapon. Sticks up with the blue,
Stick it
the
up.
broom in the back. Yeah.
The broom,
Head.
the bristle, yeah.
Mhm.
Taste the power of my. Oh, that's the broom. My trident.
When you roll a natural 1 on your first like attack ever in combat, that's what happens.
Get swept.
Oh!
Get the broom of sweeping.
You're very tiny.
Yeah. That, okay. Oh, this is a great deal. This could.
Now, if you use this magical broom, your floors will be clean in no time.
If you
Well,
are, if you are
did you-
worried about the weight, we have a potion that'll make you smaller here.
Oh, wonderful.
Potion of reduction.
We do have potions that will allow you to fly.
Yeah. How many of those do you have?
Just one.
Do you know how long the flying lasts?
30.
Maybe 60 minutes.
No. Yeah, we don't want one of us to get stuck down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where this room might be helpful. Go down and up. Do you have the new version, the Swiffer of flying?
The what?
The Swiffer?
Swiffer flying? No, no.
For the mop?
What about the vacuum of flying?
The mop of swimming.
That's better.
The mop of swimming.
Broom of flying. All right.
The back
I got
of sucking.
the inventory. I found it.
I think that's all of us can get down there and get back up, right? Because Aurelia can fly and I can fly.
2
and
go on the broom.
we got Chad as well.
2 on Chad.
Oh, it flies.
That's 6 of us.
Slowly when it's leading. That's right.
And then Nergal, hopefully he comes through, but we won't be able to get back up with him.
Yeah, but he can fly himself, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we have an accident down there.
He's a mind player and they all look alike, so.
Well, he's green and Atar is.
They all look
They
alike.
most definitely have different shades.
They all look alike. All I see is mind player
You just see tentacles.
and I just get mad.
We have introduced racism into D&D.
Congratulations, we lost.
It's more like speciesism because it's not like different races, is it? It's like different species altogether.
No, I see.
It's worse.
Exactly. They're trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're conquer everybody. So I think we are, I don't know if anybody else needs anything from Clarissa
I'm
here.
pretty sure it's xenophobia at that point.
Yeah. What do you think the Xenomorphs were named for so aptly well? Greatest movie of all time.
Well,
Okay.
so we
Yeah.
we took your
Should we go back to Strothgan's? Get
Yeah.
Chad,
Rest up,
rest up.
get Chad and head down. We
Rest.
don't want to let them get so comfortable and prepared because they likely know that someone's coming. We obviously you spoke to Ellaxen yourself.
With the
This is true.
or maybe they just think somebody's coming.
Nergal could be very helpful to have with us if he's got his strength back, though.
or Nergal was connected to him.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
That was my head. All right, more meta.
All right.
Yeah, what do we wanna? I say we get back. I'm not much use as I am.
Yeah, I think we all need some good food and we need to rest up after the long day we just had there. And then we can get on with finishing the job here, I would say. Like I said, I don't want them to get too comfortable. We could even think about planning a distraction. Maybe we could catch them by surprise somehow. We have that stone.
Did we ever see Strothgan in the midst of all the rubble and
No,
aftermath?
no.
Strothgan, nope.
no, it might be
Or
worth- it might be worth seeing if we can find Strothgan. He's probably either dead or a
yeah,
statue,
probably
but-
dead.
Or
But
stone.
but if even if we find his body, we might find that thing that he uses to find his way places, which could be helpful just to make sure we're going the right way.
Sure, I have detect magic.
That seems like a process, kind of a futile process. There, we have no leads and nowhere to even begin looking.
Well,
And
no, I mean, I remember when we left earlier, Galen said that he had gone to one of the upstairs chambers, I think.
I thought he was in the hallway where the destruction happened. He was in the basement, right?
Who?
Shotgun.
Strathcan? Yeah, you guys don't know where Strathcan what
But the last we had heard it, he had been with Palantir, right? Was he not with
Yeah.
Palantir?
So they
Uh,
had separated. They had separated, and it sounded like Strafke had run into the main palace area, while Palantir went into the dungeon. That's what I understood, anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
Well,
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to take a quick look around.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the Stygian Palace to look for Strathcan? Is
Wait, what?
that what you're planning on doing?
If everyone thinks it's worth it, or we could just do that. You know, we could go rest, and then so we had to come back to the palace anyway. We could just take a look around and come back after resting.
could we ask the guards about somebody? But I don't think we asked them about the traffic.
I mean, either way, it's just like, yeah, the biggest thing is it's just time to me. And yeah, we don't know where he is. But if we could find him, locate him, or have somebody find him, that wouldn't be,
I could locate him tomorrow.
it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Or somebody could talk to him tomorrow.
It's just, I don't know if it is it worth the time.
I mean, if we're already gonna sleep for 8 hours, spending maybe 30 minutes. I'm not thinking anything extensive, just looking around the hallways upstairs before we go down to the void.
It's also been what? A couple hours since we,
Yeah, we rested up and
yeah, because we went to the palace and then we left and then we took a rest and then we purchased some stuff.
Yep.
They might still be fighting, but that's a long time to be fighting.
I don't think so because of all the
Yeah.
mind
Right.
players did.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Let's go rest first of all.
All right, so you guys head back to Strathcan's
House.
house. Yeah, house.
yes.
Okay, so you head back to Strathcan's house. When you arrive there out in front, it's the same as sort of when you left. You don't really see anything different. You go in there, no Strathcan. Sort of go about your day. Sort of, prepare. Wilfred, if you want to read a couple hours on your book,
Yeah,
you probably have.
If nothing is happening, I am immediately reading.
Okay.
Well, you may need to practice using whatever this thing is. Room.
Do I need to attune?
No.
Eric will attune to the slippers of spider climbing,
Okay.
But
and Ugarth will examine this last dagger.
Okay.
That
Roll an
he was not
Arcana
able to
check with
identify.
advantage.
way too much. Way 300 pounds.
Really? A 1 and a 5, so 8.
Doesn't know what it does.
I'm gonna look at my wand.
Okay. The
The
other one.
bronze one. Yeah, the bronze one.
Okay. Make an Arcana check with advantage.
It's a 24 or something.
Okay. All right. So,
136 pounds.
1 second. 2.
Here.
And I could lose 45 because one of its armor that I'm not wearing. Or 45 of its armor that I'm not wearing.
So that is a wand of. Yes, that is a wand of lightning bolts.
Nice.
And so this one has 7 charges. While holding it, you can spend 1 or more of its charges to cast the lightning bolt spell.
Nice.
For the charge, you cast the 3rd level version of the spell. So you should be able to see it on D&D Beyond.
Cool.
So.
Yep. Sound good.
All right.
And then, yep, pretty much just rest up I mean, it would probably be later in the day at this point. I don't know what time we had done all the fighting and.
Yeah, so you did all the fighting kind of in the morning / after like midday. And then you guys took a couple hours of rest. You went back, sort of looked around. So you guys have, I'll say for your purposes, Wilfred, you can get another hour or 2 of reading in.
Another hour or 2.
Are we taking a long rest?
And then take
And
a
Martin then?
Yep.
Since you can.
I'll be
spend-
reading during my long rest.
Since you can spend 2 hours of a long rest doing light activity,
Mm-hmm.
can you, Garth, spend another hour trying to figure the dagger out?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Hey, that's a little better. 16.
16. Okay, so this is a this is the dagger. 1 second. Well, I can find it.
Yeah, I'm taking all those hours I can. To get 80.
This is the dagger of warning.
A lot of.
Yeah.
So what warns you of danger while the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you, and your companions within range, if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
All right.
Hey, DM,
Yes.
I am leaving my 45 pounds of breastplate that I don't wear.
Okay.
I've been keeping it with me because it's
Okay.
the Serenade Temple's breastplate, so I will leave it here, hoping it doesn't get taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys take a long rest.
I will take a watch, Carrick will, to
Okay.
specifically to keep an eye on Nergal.
Sounds good. And roll a watch. Perception check.
Roll a watch check.
Well, 15.
16.
16. Nergal is uncomfortable in a happiest current situation because I assume you didn't remove the dimensional shackles from him.
No.
And so, but he does not seem to be in contact with Ellaxen at any point. He doesn't seem to be obviously doing anything suspicious, although he is a suspicious individual in general. So
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
With a name like Nergal, you have to be suspicious.
so yeah.
Deserves it. Weird.
All the other mind first. Bully him.
That's why he turned really against the arm. It really wasn't because of the lax, it was because of bullying. Died, so they were like, he is.
Is anyone else taking a watch?
I'm reading.
I can take a watch.
All right.
Perception.
Yes, perception.
I'll sweep the room during my watch.
All right. So you
Nice.
make a performance check with the broom of flying on the
Okay.
the room.
I just rolled an 18. Does that?
Was that your
That was
perception?
rolling for
Perception.
perception.
That was your
That would have been a 17 perception.
Okay.
And then performance. Is my performance is only
You're not a very good
That's it.
sleeper. Not good at sleeping.
What is your performance? 6. All right. So you do a rather poor job of sweeping. You leave piles of sort of dust and crud around the
Oh.
room.
dust the like countertops off onto
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
What you do?
but
Dust.
you,
Or
well,
You
you-
start at the floor and then work your way up to the top. You're just doing it
Well,
backwards. You're just
getting
not.
mud all over the
You've
ceiling,
already
dust
started.
all over
You've
the
already
table.
done that.
There we go.
And then you're tracking dust back around that you're knocking
All
down.
right.
but during your watch, again, Nergal is a suspicious, weird individual. He does kind of mumble to himself periodically throughout the night, but he doesn't cast any spells. He doesn't be in contact with anyone. He doesn't, come over to your companions and put his hands on their heads or something. So,
Yeah. I'll sweep extra hard when I'm near him, so it gets dustier. Maybe
all
that's-
right. He goes.
He can't cover his mouth.
You are stirring up my allergies.
Do y'all even get those?
Mind flayers are very susceptible to seasonal allergies.
Those are the worst.
That's
They
good.
had seasons down here.
I've got an idea for when everyone wakes up.
All right. So let's go through a long rest. And Strothian doesn't return. That is sort of
Because he's dead.
Can we say we found Chad?
oh yeah. Chad is
Yeah,
there
you-
waiting for you guys when you return.
That's Softy's house, I think.
Yeah, but just make sure he's still okay.
Yeah, Chad looks worse for the wear from living underground for these past few days that you left him here. But he doesn't
Few days.
like few weeks, I think, probably.
It's like a month.
Yeah,
I don't think it's actually been a month game time, but
few weeks.
we can figure it out if you want to.
Not right this
Where-
second.
Let's
Yeah.
spend the rest of the session. Let's spend the rest of the session just trying to figure out exactly
Calendar
how long
time.
it's been.
If we just look up on Chili Fellowship of Chili Sad stats.com, where I'm
Yeah,
sure our
that's
fans
really-
have
Our wiki page,
Hasn't been updated since.
our fans keep track of our wiki
10
page.
years ago.
We have a fan page.
Mhm.
That tracks all the stats.
Anyway, so yeah, Chad is here. You are able to find him. He is functional as a steed, although not too happy with you guys.
I mean,
An
All right.
uprising happened, buddy. Things got shifted around.
All right. So what are you guys doing as you guys wake up? No Strothcan talking to Chad.
So when everyone's up, I'm be like, hey guys, we might want to. I learned something out last night during my watch. Everyone might want to have some pocket dust. Once we get
If
too
you're, if
close
you're a
to
mind
8.
flayer, any dust is dust of sneezing.
Just in case you get separated or whatever. I mean, I was sweeping last night and it really messed Nergal up. So
Keep that in mind.
All right.
And go to the fridge and see what there is for breakfast.
There is no
Make
fridge.
Some eggs.
The pantry.
You go and you look through and you guys can find some basic sort of cheese and bread and wine and other
Need to
sorts
stock
of
up. All they've got is like a half-empty bottle of mustard.
yeah.
it's totally like your stuff.
All right. So what are you guys doing this morning? Where are you guys going?
Oh, I need the prepared
Uh,
spells.
Gotta go look for Dropkick, right?
Yeah.
I need the prepared spells.
Okay. All right.
So I'll take a few minutes to do that.
Okay.
And go make sure, and because we had asked Nergal that he doesn't know the way to get down, right? There's no like other way.
So he knows where the where Ellaxen is, where
Yep.
sort of his lair is. He's never been inside Ellaxen's lair, but he knows where it is. But just knows it from flying.
Yeah.
He doesn't know like a path down to it.
I mean, I guess we should kind of get ready, make sure Chad is kind of harnessed up, kind of getting our belongings ready for the day, and we can go to the Stygian Palace and see what's going on there before we head out, and just ask a couple people about Strothgan if he's there.
All right, so you go back to the Stygian Palace. Out in front of the Stygian Palace, there are fewer guards than yesterday. So you can go and you sort of like go up to them. They don't really seem too interested in talking to you. But and again, and the other thing that you notice is that yesterday you saw people rebuilding sort of up in sort of the upper sort of levels of Golgothir, where Strothkin's house is. Now it seems like things are starting to be more return to normal life. Even down a little ways. You see shops that may have been boarded up before are now unboarded up, and might be their owners are sort of outside trying to sell some not very great wares. There are people sort of repairing houses and sort of the mid levels.
Yeah.
But when you arrive in the Stygian Palace, there are a handful of guards standing out front, maybe like a half dozen or so.
Galen's not around himself, or
No, not that you can see at the moment.
I guess we'll just go in.
All right, so you can go in. They don't really, they know who you are. They're not going to sort of stop you. So if you go in, you enter into the foyer where you fought the Drider. Looks like some of the bodies have been sort of rearranged, and they're trying to start the process of identifying the Durgar that were killed, as well as disposing of the corpses of the monstrosities. Which way are you heading? Where are you going from here?
check the
I'm
throne
thinking
room.
it would take maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you think it's worth it, but doesn't have to be a long time. I'd check the side passages. Since that's where we still heard fighting after we left.
All right, make an investigation check. Whoever is searching. Actually, let's make a group investigation check. We will not.
Everyone makes an investigation check.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
natural 20
Nice.
for a 27.
Nice.
I got a 3,
All right.
and
So
Ugarth got 19.
nice. So really got a 9, and Morgana got a 13. Ugarth got a
Oh, wait.
19, and Carrot got a 9?
Sorry, it was a natural 5. I thought it was a natural 15. I thought it was a natural 5. 13,
13. Okay.
and then Ugarth got 19.
All right. Wilfred, what'd you get?
Natural 6.
Nice.
Yeah, I
And we
got-
got natural 20 for 27, right?
I got
What'd you get?
16.
16. Okay. All right, you guys do pretty well. You guys do a pretty thorough job of investigating these chambers. And at first, it seems pretty nondescript. I mean, yes, there's obviously a fight here. There are Durgar wearing sort of the garb of Lady Andragora that have been slain in different places. There are hack marks on the walls. But once you get around sort of to the back of the sort of the throne room, sort of where you saw these passageways going out, you see that this may have actually been where sort of the fight that continued down to the sublevels started. You see a handful of sort of scorch marks on the walls that may or may not have been anything. Then you find like one body that appears to have been drained of life, and then a statue, and then you see like sort of the stairwell heading down. and you follow it down. And again, I mean, most of the statues, most of the bodies are in that sort of that lower level. But there are a handful of them up here. It appears that perhaps, however, whatever happened, they may have not had as much trouble getting to the before they got to the lower levels. They may have been confronted more at the lower levels. So
We don't see Strofgan anywhere.
nope, you don't see Strath. You don't see a Strathgan statue. You don't see a Strathgan body. It's Drain of Life.
See the weather vane just lying somewhere.
No.
Well, do we find anything of interest?
Not in regards to Strathgan. No.
Shotgun has the accent.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. I'm satisfied. We ready to head down?
I guess we got everything we need.
Give me 10 minutes and can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes,
a ritual?
You can cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
If we give you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so you cast Detect Magic, and you see that there are sort of magical items on the walls. Some of the swords light up. You find that a handful of sort of amulets, or you find that there are some magical sort of inlays in some of the walls, but you don't find anything really particularly of interest.
Few of these things are magical, but maybe
Since
Go ahead.
well,
Go ahead.
I was just mumbling to myself.
No.
since since I'm not flying,
Excuse me.
not flying, just walking down the wall. Ingvor and really,
Excuse me, guys. Pardon me.
That pocket dust.
might be a little more comfortable with one or both of you two being tied to Nergal, so he, in case he has the idea to just yank me off the wall.
Yeah. I mean, so how are we getting down again?
Tie him to Chad even.
Chad and
Chad
the
and
broomstick
the broom.
and flying.
And the flying
flying.
and potions.
No, we didn't do
Oh, no potion.
We
Okay.
bought this broom instead,
Yeah, carries
Cool.
two people.
and it's sweet and reusable.
And
Cool.
So I guess we got to go down to the hole.
yeah, we have to go
Yeah.
down there somewhere. I know Nergal said he has an idea as to where the lair is.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Unless either of y'all object, I'll untie the end of the rope from myself and try to get Nergal tied to either Angor or Aurelia or both if I have enough rope.
Okay.
Unless they object.
Aurelia does object.
Cool.
I slightly object.
I don't know myself.
All right, so Aurelia is going to cast Fly on herself and Morgana. Who is on the broomstick? Who is on Chad? What else is happening?
If I take the broomstick, I'm the only one that can fit.
So you can be on Chad and somebody else can fit on you with Chad.
That way,
You're a hefty boy.
350 pounds.
But if Aurelia is casting Fly on herself and Morgana, then then two people can be on Chad and just one on the broomstick.
I'll get on Chad.
Okay, so you climb on Chad with
You guys will get on Chad too.
So Girthing, or no, not Girthing. Sorry, Wilfred and Ugarth are on Chad. All right,
I've had experience with riding Chad,
all
so
right. Make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. 18.
18. So you were able to sort of steer Chad out sort of this awkward gangly hole in the wall after sort of leading him through the Stygian palace, and you sort of dive off. Aurelia casts fly on herself and Morgana, and they fly out. Nergal casts fly.
I start walking down the wall as everyone else descends
All
in
right.
various ways.
All right.
Oh, this is a weird feeling seeing my hair just kind of fall forward in front of my face.
Right?
And your cloak.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Very
Right.
odd.
Practice run.
So Nergal sort of indicates the way that he wants. So he sort of begins to sort of guide Angvor in the way he wants to go. He can cast fly without the somatic component. So he can just it's just
Good.
a material and verbal. And so he begins to lead you. He leads you sort of down. Carrick, how are you maintaining contact with the rest of the party?
Looking up and hoping that everyone's staying close enough to the wall that I can see them.
Okay, make a perception check. No,
I see this as well on
Without-
Chad.
without dark vision.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have dark vision.
Because Morgana's here with us, isn't she?
She is, but she is. Her thing doesn't.
Concentrating.
Oh,
Yeah. See, yeah.
it doesn't require concentration, I believe.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, because dark vision lasts for so long.
Yeah, it's like an
Okay.
hour or 8 hours, I think,
Alright,
with
so
her
she-
ability.
Let me just double check one thing. So she will cast. She will cast
That we all
the
die.
dark vision on herself. Not on herself. On Wilfred, on Carrick, on. Let's see, I think it's maybe herself and 4 other creatures. Up to 4
300?
willing. 300 feet up to 4 willing creatures. So, she'll also drop it on Ingvor, since Ingvor is with Nergal.
Chad, see in the dark.
Griffin.
I don't know if Griffins have dark vision or not.
The
She'll also
owl-
drop it on Chad as well. So
I guess
Girthing, you and Aurelia and Morgana are kind of
You're
Yeah,
at 60 feet.
you gotta stay relatively close.
So I'll just be keeping an eye up.
right. So it takes a while for you guys to descend down into the abyss. This is very, very deep. As you guys fly down, Carrick, I need you to make a perception check to see if you can see the others flying.
Are we gonna start using the disadvantage rules for dark vision?
So here's my thing about that. I don't like those rules because they sort of defeat the purpose of dark vision, in my opinion. We can do that.
Boss.
But
the rule is you just don't get a check if you don't have dark vision.
You have your vision,
Yeah.
you have hearing, but you don't have vision.
As before we also descend, I'm also kind of aware I've flown before and I know Nergal has. I'm gonna take the shackles off of him. Just in case something does happen and he would need to cast Featherfall on somebody, just anticipating if anybody fell off, it'd be nice to have that available.
thank you.
Nod to him.
All right, you guys fly down. He sort of leads the way.
Oh, Congress.
So Wilfred, you're steering Chad, right?
Yes.
So you guys are able to follow as Angvor and Nergal take the lead. Would you roll a 3? All right. Well, so Carrick, you will walk into the dark
I'm really not used to this direction of gravity.
and you lose sight
It's
of the
just
rest of the
throwing me
party.
off.
You're walking down. I do need everyone who doesn't have the 300-foot dark vision. So that would be Girthing, I think, since you're on the broom, and Aurelia and Morgana to roll perception checks to make sure you guys can see Angvor, Nergal, and Chad as you guys go down. So Morgana. All right, what'd you roll?
I can do light if you need it.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So you sort of begin to sort of lose the sight of Angvor and Nergal up ahead. You are able to kind of see Chad, but thankfully at that moment when you're starting to become sort of losing your bearings a little bit, Aurelia and Morgana sort of fly by you, and you're able to sort of follow them. You guys descend downward into the abyss. And Carrick,
After like 10 minutes of not really seeing or hearing them, I just start talking to myself like,
If I get stuck on the wall, and should have just let him gas fly on me. They're gonna find me.
just plodding along, mumbling to myself.
right?
So as I kind of look around, I mean, taking the lead, I know I'm also, obviously, I want to try and be aware, look behind me. I see that they're kind of getting a little bit farther back. Obviously, like you said, they kind of lost me for a little bit.
Your thing in particular lost you for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he was
Yeah.
sort of like in second or third place, but then he sort of fell back. And he's sort of at the rear now.
I'm gonna,
Gotta go down.
I know kind of Carrick's on the wall. I know that he's hopefully kind of following us, kind of look around. I'm gonna see if I see him.
Roll a perception check to see if you can find Carrick.
At the 16.
16. All right. So you sort of make out vaguely where Carrick is sort of walking down the wall.
So as if I pick out a shape out there, I'm hoping it's Carrick. It kind of looks like I don't even know if he's going down kind of right now. I see him walking, but I just kind of don't know. It kind of just looks like he's lost. So I'm gonna send Demon Chad flying out there, visible this time, just so he can kind of be aware, see him, and just kind of guide him that way, so he can kind of have a guide down.
Okay. All right.
Because Demon Chad and me will stay connected periodically, and I'll make sure to keep him updated, and so he can keep Carrick updated as to which way to go.
And he is an imp, right?
Yes. So I mean, he has dark vision that can see through magical darkness.
Right.
And
Yeah. So have the others seen Demon Chad yet?
they did when I
Yeah.
first pulled him up. Then I made him pop invisible for a little bit, and for the
Yeah,
rest
we've
of
seen him in and out.
pretty much until now, I've kept him invisible.
So Carrick, after maybe like 40 minutes of plodding in the darkness without sight of your comrades, just descending into the abyss, all of a sudden you see this little imp, like fey-like imp appear, which you recognize as Demon Chad, and sort of is chattering at you in Infernal. You
It can also speak.
right. You can speak.
It can
right?
speak,
Yeah.
but it can also speak common.
Okay, so it begins to tell you where, basically what direction they are going in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's helpful.
Yeah.
It might forget that it speaks common for a little bit, because we communicate in Infernal, knowing that that's kind of my native tongue. So it starts out kind of Infernal. It's like, oh, it doesn't understand me. Yeah.
Angvor, down that way. Follow tentacle face.
Thank you.
He sort of sits on your shoulder.
Just hope I find him at the bottom.
Begins to sort of, bat your hair in front of your face.
Kind of. Yep. Sounds like.
Stop.
Hopper does.
This is actually Angor controlling Demon Chad right now. Yeah, and so we just kind of help him get down. So I mean, wherever we're going, he's gonna keep him updated, and
all right. So
we'll
you go for
keep
an
going.
hour.
Yep.
So Aurelia and Aurelia has to cast fly on herself, and Morgana again. Nergal has to cast fly again.
Oh, it's taken to it. So it's been an hour.
So it takes you have an hour down. You continue to fly down. You begin to see these massive skeletons of like giant sort of creatures, sort of these like centipede sort of dragon like hybrids. You know, you see like massive bones and sort of skulls of, you know, what sort of look like giant sort of they look like mastodons, only they also have a sort of a horn in the middle of it, in the middle of their forehead.
Narwhals of the
Of the Underdark.
yeah.
And you see armor and sort of like you see ships, you see all sorts of treasure and sort of things that sort of fall to the bottom of the Underdark.
How long does Dark Vision last?
8 hours, I believe.
That's what
I
thought.
think so.
Yeah.
I think her ability is like 8 hours.
Gonna burn through all
Nope. She said it's 1 hour. So after an hour,
I can cast light if we need to.
after an hour, it's dark. Carrick.
I guess it's dark for me as well.
It's dark for you as well, and for Chad.
cantrip time.
I guess I will. Guess we should have done this first. But I'll cast light and stick it in my shield and like try to direct it upwards.
All right.
But like enough at it, like you know how like the lantern where you can like kind of like angle it. You know, like I kind of want to do that with my shield, but like angle it so that it's not going straight down.
Okay.
Yes.
So you make like a beacon out of your shield and the light cantrip, and you sort of shine it like a lighthouse, where you want it to go. And you continue to sort of fly. You see this giant sort of like cavern, sort of in sort of the wall of the Underdark. You see these massive sort of stone doors, and Nergal sort of indicates that's where you should go. Carrick, you're blind, so you can see sort of one little dot of light.
Demon Shadow is very much guiding if it's dark
Right.
for him. Yeah, and guiding him specifically at this point. Then
How far away is he?
He's a long ways away. So this is a massive abyss, and he's on the wall, and you guys are sort of flying downwards. So he's probably, maybe 300 feet away, 400 feet away. It's a long ways away.
It's like Garrett and the Falcon in Quest for Camelot. He just tells me where to step.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know the sound which rockets. I embrace what others feel. So as you continue down into the abyss, Nergal sort of indicates you should head towards this door. And after about 2 hours, so the fly spell is about to end again for Aurelia and Morgana. You arrive at this massive sort of obsidian, sort of ebony stone doors, adorned with sort of all these horrific sort of like abominations, sort of these like creatures that are sort of welded together, and visions of children being thrown into sort of fires and all sorts of horrible things. And of course the image of the skull with snakes for hair is everywhere.
So dark down here, they ran out of kindling and they had to start using kids.
I reach the bottom. I
Yes.
find that little point of light and just ask Demon Chad, am I supposed to go that way?
It's Wilfred.
No. Oh, good. Well, start heading there.
All right. So you begin to make your way. So on the door, written in Undercommon, there is a riddle.
So,
does anybody know how to read?
I do. And so does Morgana.
that helps understand.
Yeah.
Here is the riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but come alive with wind. What am I?
I speak without a mouth. I
Hear without ears.
hear without ears. I have no body. What am I?
But I come alive with wind. What am I?
Come alive with wind.
Abomination.
I speak without a mouth. I hear with no ears. I have no body, and I come alive with wind.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
We will definitely be
No mouth.
contemplating this.
No ears, no body.
Nobody. Nobody.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We're trying to figure out what this thing means. Says, I speak without a mouth. I hear with no ears. I have no body. I come alive with the wind.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm trying to harken back to all my teaching lessons with Morgana and just try to.
The alien help part.
River has a body. Trees have bodies. They don't really speak.
It's a kite.
How does it speak?
See how all things speak to you.
Tunnels. They whistle.
What's
And they
the
echo?
hear? The hearing part.
They echo.
What's hearing? Where's the hearing come in all of this?
They echo what you say, so they respond.
Is echo the answer?
I'm alive with the wind.
Obviously, a lonely person. They have nobody.
In a cave.
It
Makes
could be.
echoes. And when the wind goes real fast, it'll kind of
You get that. Whoo!
cave. Cavern.
Doesn't really have a body. Doesn't have a mouth. Well, mouth of a cave.
Yeah.
It's not a body.
No, but it does have a mouth.
It could be the mind flayer.
They have a body, don't they?
I mean, would you call that a body?
I'm right here.
Logistically, yes.
So
Make all the requirements of a body.
I'll ask Wilfred or Morgana, how do you say echo in Undercommon?
I'll say it.
Say the word echo in undercommon, and the door opens.
Woo! We got it somehow.
I like riddle.
Well done. Well done. All right.
Oh, good.
So as you enter into this tunnel, what is the marching order?
Put somebody blind up front.
Well, I guess I'll still have light up.
Nergal?
Well, can't be super front. Okay.
Yes.
But then if he's also in the back, he can backstab these.
We're gonna need your help here in this fight. You've come this far and we have rescued you already.
You need not worry about my allegiance or my desire for revenge against Ellaxen.
Insight check.
I make an insight check.
I mean,
Yeah. 17. Yeah.
17. All right. He is not telling the whole truth. You know that he does seem to sort of really rise. And he's when he mentions revenge and Ellaxen, that seems to resonate with him a fair amount. But rest of it, take it or leave it.
Cool. Cool.
All right. So the door awaits, and the link for Dungeon Fog is on your Facebook chat.
Can I go in Dungeon Fog here?
yeah, they cancel off Facebook for you.
Yeah, no. But can I just copy the link or write the link? dungeonpog.com
I am Breezy Aarakocra.
Okay.
/
Here
platform.
we go. Tricky Rust Monster. 20.
Predictor.
Enjoy right now.
Yeah. You guys wait on screen. Never mind.
I could copy. How could I get that to you? Can you use
email.
Dropbox?
No.
I could email.
Uh,
Or not Dropbox, but like kind of like we did with Sheet.
hey, it didn't block me. I guess because I'm not on the.
Yeah, because you're connected
I'm not
to
on the
my
VPN.
internet, which is not
What is my?
as
I have
secure
not
as.
signed into Facebook in forever.
What if there is like your own Firefox, right?
You entered an old password. It was
Yeah.
about 10 years ago.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Oh, I can save it. I could save it. Well, there you don't have the local drive.
Fast Orc 93.
That's Wilfred.
That is Wilfred.
All right. Sorry, I need to let you in, Wilfred.
Full screen. What the?
Yeah, your mouse was just up top.
Oh, it was. I think so.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
I had to click off.
Also probably just have a bottom there.
Well, I meant for like the
Yeah.
the bar. Whoa! Somebody was clicking fast.
All right. We're gonna get the marching order moving forward.
I don't think I could. Who's up front? I can go up front if we need somebody up front.
I will have light up, so I guess I'll be like third.
I'll kind of be like first or second, I guess.
All
I
right.
have dark vision.
Which way is forward?
I imagine
This way?
Right or
so
left?
there is a door right here.
Carrick will be with.
Right here?
With a light.
Psychedelics.
Actually,
That's all I'm waiting
Carrick will stay toward the back to keep an eye out.
for the battle.
Be sure to bust by the way.
Yeah.
Nergal will be kind of in the middle, I would assume.
I can't move Wilfred yet, but
That way he can't backstab without being backstabbed.
And Ugarth will be up toward the front.
All right.
Confrontation time.
Which way did we come in?
You came in sort of the back way behind you.
This way?
No.
Here,
Here.
you might get advantage anyways. That nice.
Ah, we phased through wall.
30, yeah. I don't know if we all get advantage. I think we just can't be surprised. I don't think we all get advantage.
That would be
Just them.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right. So marching order is Aurelia will be sort of back-ish. Morgana will be
I don't see those lines on mine.
sort of front-ish.
In,
If you don't have dark
They are there.
during the 2 hours of writing on Chad,
Mhm.
doing basically nothing, could Ugarth attune to the dagger of alarm?
Do you need to attune to that?
I think it says,
I thought you did.
or
but
warning, dagger of warning. Yes, it does say that.
it does say that.
It does say requires attunement.
All right, maybe it was the wrong one, but I will look just in case. If he does need to attune to it, I will.
Could have done it during the rest.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you can attune to it. Yeah, it does require attunement. Sorry. All right. So, are you guys in the marching order you want to be in?
I see it behind me.
I'm down. I mean, I don't know.
More or less, I'll stay towards the front.
I don't know. That's
Oh,
weird.
it's Carrick.
You're up upper, right?
Yeah,
Right there.
you're. But the door is up.
This is the door.
Yeah, that's the door.
Yep, that's pretty fine to us, I think.
We're going through that door, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll get away from Nergal.
Check the door for traps.
All right, make an
You
investigation
can
check.
open the door.
Well, it could be on the inside.
Oh, good grayfish. Grayfish. Good grayfish.
A good person can trap the door, but just on the inside. They
Can't
think they're all
even-
good.
But then
Pick
close
it
off.
off when you open.
That is a 12.
That's a 12. So as you check the door for traps, doesn't appear to be trapped.
I explode.
What?
Is it locked?
Yes,
It's
it is locked.
open. Oh, didn't we? Well, is this the same door or is this a?
No,
A
so you-
different door.
The door that you open with the riddle is behind you. There's now a door in
Oh.
front of you that is locked.
Oh, okay.
Are we gonna go in this way?
There's Nergal. I mean, that's.
I've
You
taken
know
you
where
as
else-
far as I have been.
They didn't let you in the inner side? Wow, no wonder why you're with us.
Sorry. I don't know if this Ellaxen character would. This door seems fairly small here.
Maybe he comes in a different way. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, they didn't let you back here, but you were with us for all of like 2 hours and you almost got to see where the queen was. You all were for like who knows how long.
There's the tunnel. The tunnel goes further down, right? Though.
Yeah, so the tunnel continues further down. You can also explore to the left and to the right if you want.
Oh.
So we came in from below us, right?
Yes, you came in from sort of down screen. Sort of where it really is now is sort of where you guys entered in. Sort
Yeah,
of thing.
just
Yeah,
walked
okay.
in.
Right there. Hey,
We could see what's kind of to our left or right before we just go right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ugarth
Yeah.
can sneak down
Okay.
maybe 100 feet
Okay.
ish to the left, being stealthy.
I'll give him guidance
Okay. Make a stealth check for
as he sneaks away.
Good do it in a minute.
Guidance. Let's see. Stu, is this rocky terrain?
Yes, it is.
Cool, I get advantage. And guidance is just a D4, right?
Yes, on
It's
ability.
it's just a single D4.
That's one roll. So you don't have to use it now,
Bless is the one that stays.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
Okay,
but you don't have to roll it now. You could do it for like other stuff if you wanted to.
right.
With
Well, that's a 23.
23. So Garth feels pretty stealthy as he slips off to the left.
With guidance, do I have to decide before I roll or just before I
Before
know,
or after. It's either or.
even after I know the result?
Yeah, you
So,
can
like-
be like, you can add up yourself and be like, all right, I rolled like 16. Let me add my D4.
Yeah. So
No, I mean,
before
like-
Ian gives you.
But before Ian says, yeah,
Pass
that
it.
passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So it can be after I roll, but before I know whether I succeeded or failed.
Yes. Yes.
The outcome, I guess, is a better term than result.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, 23 going to the left.
All right, so you move down to the left. You find that this is sort of like an entryway. It does sort of, there is a door off to the left, right?
Is this me?
Yeah, that's Ugarth. Yep. And this is
Yeah.
the door over here. That's Ugarth. Yeah, the door. There's a door
Oh.
over here.
Does it just end? Does the hallway just end?
Yeah, it just sort of ends. Cul-de-sacs over here.
I will stealthily go over and check if this door is trapped.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. 28.
28. This door is trapped.
That's
Um,
the door we go
does
through.
it, can I tell if it's magically trapped or mechanically trapped?
It is mechanically trapped.
I will keep that in mind
All right.
and then stealth the other way.
Okay.
Just tell everyone, hey, there's a door over there, but it's trapped. I'm gonna go see what's down this way.
All right. Head down the other way. It's sort of.
Give guidance again
All right. So
Yeah.
Wilfred taps you with
as
the
he runs by.
runs by.
And this is just a dead end.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah, it's another dead end. There is another door.
Hmm.
You can see right here.
Further.
Is there? I'm moving into that space and still don't have sight.
You still don't have sight. Is that because I've assigned the token to Carrick? Is that why?
That is possible.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nope,
but
I moved Carrick and I still can't see anything.
really? Because it moved the thing on my screen.
Control, maybe.
Is it magical darkness?
But it's not zooming in.
No, that's for us. That's just the webpage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like, that's not dungeon.
Alright.
logs.
like where I am
Yeah.
right now. I can't see anything.
Really? It is because
Oh, we.
But in the meantime, I will go up to that door also and investigate it.
I make an investigation check.
How did you do?
That is a 20, a 7.
Okay. All right. So as you are about to step up there, you see these sort of runes sort of arc up around you as you're about to step up to that door. You see that these runes sort of arc around your feet. You sort of stand there sort of awkwardly.
Well, I was checking it for traps.
I know, but the floor is sort of emanating this magical sort of runic.
Have I activated a trap?
Maybe.
Activated his trap card.
Ooh.
I didn't.
Banish to the Shadow Realm.
With the 27 investigation, I didn't see anything before I stepped there.
You saw runes.
I saw runes.
Hmm.
I saw them before I stepped on them.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. Like, does this appear to be a trap? Because that's kind of what I was rolling for. That's why I'm just confused.
It could be a trap. Yeah.
It could be a trap.
Mhm.
There are runes. I will not step on the runes.
Hmm. Okay. So you don't step on the runes.
Do I see any like mechanical trap as well?
There does not appear to be any mechanical trap.
Ugh. Then I will go back to the peeps.
All right. So you head back to
looking down the well.
the guys.
And I'll just fill them in. Yeah, there's down this way. There's a door. It looks like it's got some physical trap on it. And down the other way, it's got some kind of runes around it, and looked like it might do something if I stepped on it. So I didn't step on it.
No, I guess we go in this door.
Okay. Why is
I'll try
your
this first.
site working?
Eyes what?
Our site.
Your site isn't working. I don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just noticed that it stopped working, I guess, a little bit ago. I don't know.
Mind
It
trying to
did stop.
refresh.
Yeah, exactly. I think it did stop around when you were given Ugar's site, but I'll refresh. It might have been us. But we're the orange grail.
What does it look like on your end, Asher and
I'm fine.
okay?
Just
I don't have the line, like the lines for me aren't like thick.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the thinnest lines
it doesn't look
possible.
like sites enabled almost.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
might be his.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah,
again.
Now we got color.
now we can see like the floor grid on that.
Okay.
Oh God.
But on mine, I just see like the thinnest line of the walls.
On the walls. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That will do. All right.
that might be because you don't have dark vision.
I will attempt to unlock this door.
All right. So you go up and make a lockpicking check for me.
You go to the front door.
And it's just sleight of hand. Is that all it is?
Your sleight of hand plus proficiency bonus.
Even if I'm already proficient in sleight of hand, I get to add my proficiency on top of that because I'm using my thieves tools that I'm also proficient in.
Mhm, correct.
Gotcha.
No question.
Also, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Ugarth?
Yeah, Ugarth. Yep.
Yeah. That's fine.
And can guidance be used for a saving throw?
I don't think
No,
so.
it's just an ability check.
Mhm.
If the lockpicking
Well, probably
check,
wouldn't help much anyways, because that's still just a 10 and a 14. You'd probably still be feeling. So,
All right. So what the 10 was for what?
uh, saving throw.
Saving throw. All right. You take 12 points of fire damage as sort of these bluish flames sort of arc down and sort of burn Ugar's cloak and sort of his garments as he sort of erupted. These flames sort of erupt and sort of burn on around him, and he's locked, he's unable to sort of get the lock. Sort of leaves his lock picks in the tumbler as these
Well,
jets of
I-
flame.
I rolled really well for the blocking.
Oh wait, what you roll? I thought you said 14.
Who's that one? Plus 7 for sleight of hand, plus 3 for proficiency is 23.
Okay, so the door, but so you take the damage, but you are able to sort of, and so you see the door sort of lock in, and then as the door sort of unlocks, the flame sort of stops. The jets of flame stop.
How much damage do they take?
I forget.
well,
12 fire.
I'll roll again. Was it 12? It was 12,
12.
right?
it was 12. 12.
Hell, I didn't see that one.
Well, the door's open at least, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah. Still call that a win.
All right, I'll sneakily step inside and see what I see.
All right, so make a stealth check as you enter in.
I still cannot see.
Refresh your page.
But stealth is a 20, a 9. Oh, no,
29.
no, oh.
Hey.
Suddenly I was able to see right before I hit refresh.
See you clearly now. We can fight.
I am Red
away.
Pegasus.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
Red Pegasus.
Oh.
So it's just like, well, you can do that. Cool. But it moves so far.
Here, it does not have you in SD word.
Why is you guys so smart? It's so small. It's like, no, it could. I know it's just my yellow thing around my mate look big.
Ah,
Yeah, why is you move so far away?
All right, how's that?
It
Does
is
that
5 feet, but like based on the hex grid.
All right.
Well, watch. How
I'm just moving myself.
like, so that's 1 over 2.
So
over.
you enter
Oh,
into
yeah.
so you,
4 hex movement.
So as you enter in, you see 3 doors sort of on the far away. Each one of them has sort of a different sort of monster on them. One is sort of the symbol of sort of a giant sort of floating head with sort of many eyes and tentacles. One is just sort of a one eye, sort of one eye with tentacles sort of coming off of it, and the other one is sort of a monster with where basically there are no eyes on the face, but they're on stalks instead.
Are these real monsters or statues?
They're murals on the walls.
Murals.
These three images. Let me move you forward so you can see. Do you see the maybe you can't see because I made
we just need to walk through their door, I think. On
right, yeah.
It's all the way up there where he's pointing to.
So you see how there's a door like here.
That's interesting here. I was moving around.
There's a
wrong.
door
am
here.
Keeping an eye out for any other traps or runes or any such
All right, make a perception check.
things.
Ugar.
Oh, Ugarth is down. No, Ugarth.
That's Nergal. That's Morgana. They all look so similar in profile.
Do I still have a guidance available?
It's a minute, but I can cast it again if you had walked by.
Has it been a minute? Do I still have guidance?
You don't have guidance.
I do
Well,
not.
if you walked through this door, I would have. If he was walking through the door, I would have cast it. But
I mean, you can cast it on him, but the minute is up. So
okay,
Well, that is a 9.
the 9. Let's look. You don't see much besides these murals and these 3 exits.
Definitely not.
How similar do they look?
They look pretty similar. They look generally similar.
I'll talk to Nergal and see if he looks at them and says, like, what do you think of this?
So as Nergal sort of moves forward into the passageway, so he can get a good look. He says, "These are monsters of the Underdark. Each one has a specific history.
Does any one of these lead to Ellaxen?
I do not know which one might lead to Ellaxen, but I do see another riddle on the walls."
Ooh, where?
So on the wall, sort of between all 3 passages, there is written in deep speech. You must to continue. You must feed me the fruit of the earth, not from a tree or bush, but from the ground itself. And then one needs a cherry. One needs a sort of a blueberry, and one needs
cherry, blueberry,
a lime.
lime.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
What was the riddle? You said to continue, feed me fruit of the earth.
Yeah, not from a tree or bush, but from the ground itself.
Wouldn't that just be gems?
I was
Do
thinking
we have any-
potatoes.
Do we
I was
have any
thinking
rubies
dirt.
or sapphires or emeralds?
I mean, cherries and lemons aren't even seasoned together.
berries and limes.
But
Red, green, blue.
well, I guess we'll look around for anything that looks like a
Ruby,
plant.
ruby, sapphire, emerald.
All right, so Gerthing may make a perception check for a plant. Wilfred, you can
Could
look
it be a
for
nature check?
gemstones. Yeah, make a perception. Yeah, make a nature check. Sure.
14.
14.
Uh,
Look around. You don't see anything growing here.
Can
Strange.
I
Um,
assist in the search for gemstones?
Yeah, you can.
Advantage, or are you on the roll as well?
Both roll.
Okay. 18.
18.
Natural 18 for 25.
You don't see any gemstones in this room.
I don't see any gemstones in this room.
Cool.
Because they're looking for
They're
fruit.
behind one of those other doors.
We might have to see if we can get behind those doors. Then let's go back out and check.
I'll look at the murals real quick. They don't have like fruit trees growing in the back of them or something like that, do they?
Can I take?
Make a perception check. Sure, why not?
That's an 11.
No, they don't have trees growing in the background.
Can I start ritual casting detect magic?
Yes, you can start ritual casting detect magic.
Right. Well,
And if someone needs to cast guidance right beforehand, I do it on Ugarth if he's going to do that door.
Yeah,
But
thank you. I'm gonna try to untrap that door.
run to the door in a minute.
I'll go try to delicately untrap the mechanically trapped door.
Okay. Make a what's that? Yeah, check to disarm traps. What is that?
thieves' tools.
Yeah, make a thieves tools check. Yeah.
Just D20 plus proficiency.
I believe so.
Plus Dex.
Plus dex.
I believe.
Yeah, it's dexterity check plus proficiency. That's what it is.
Dex plus proficiency. Hey, that's a good one. That's gonna be 26.
And if
Okay,
you
so
want, you can
26.
add a D4
So you quickly sort of.
I could.
if you want.
I might as well. 29. I'm not gonna have another chance to use it in the next minute.
Right.
So
So you are
29.
able to sort of slowly pull the wire off the spring and sort of slowly uncoils, and now you feel fairly confident that this this trap is disarmed.
all right, I'm fairly confident this trap is disarmed. Does the door locked?
It is, yes.
I'm going to try to unlock this door now.
I make a lockpicking check.
That's a 22.
A 22. Okay, so you are able to sort of put your lockpicks in the tumbler, slowly turn the lock, unlock it.
I will step into this room.
Okay, so you step into the room.
Where am I? Over here.
As I was kind of following along behind him because I kind of wanted to go back towards the doors to check and see about the riddle as well.
Mhm.
I'll walk into the room with him.
All right, so this room is a long hallway.
I am stealthing down the hallway
Okay.
and also looking for traps.
All right. So make a perception check to look for traps.
Perception for traps.
Perceive them.
Ooh, that's another good one. That's a 9.
9.
Mm.
It may be trapped. It may not be. You can't really tell.
But I am stealthing also down the hallway.
Make a stealth check then.
I mean, that's a good one. That's a 28.
All right. You feel pretty stealthy. And you roll with
I'll-
advantage,
I'll
correct?
quietly. Yes.
All right. The rest of you guys doing it as Ugar sort of moves down the hallway.
I'm just following behind him as well.
Okay. All right. There's a door at the end of this hallway.
Casting detect magic. Someone says something to stop me.
Okay. You're still back there casting detect magic? Because it hasn't been 10
Yep,
minutes.
mutually casting because it takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
I want to waste spell slots.
All right. So there's another door. I moved Angor up towards there.
Yep.
Like,
Nice.
vision.
I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing, but I figured Angor had specified what he was doing.
I'll go through my gear to see if I have any lemons or cherries or anything in it.
All right.
Hey, you had lavender for
I
a
had
while.
potatoes at one point.
I mean, who knows? Maybe there's like a granola bar that has like dried blueberries in it or something.
All right.
I don't suppose that the can't be surprised aspect of the dagger of warning gives me any kind of benefit against traps.
Nope.
But I'm going to check this door for traps.
All right. Make an investigation check.
My danger sense specifically mentions
Uh,
traps.
That's going to be a big old 11.
11. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Cool. I'm going to see if it's unlocked, and if so, try to unlock it.
It is locked as well.
I will attempt to unlock it.
All right. Make a
And that's going
lockpicking
to
check.
be
19. All right. So you
18.
18. Okay. You're still able to sort of stick the lockpicking check into your lockpick into the locks. And it does unlock. Now give me 1 second to do something before you go in.
I take 500 points of instant death damage.
Maybe.
Maybe just 600.
That's not that bad then.
Half.
And so as you
Maybe
enter,
like-
so as you sort of turn the lock and to enter in, you see within sort of a heap of sort of jewels of emeralds and rubies and sapphires within as you sort of enter into this room.
That seems incredibly convenient.
But you see three sort of mechanical looking cobras, giant cobras sitting there
That seems less convenient.
on sort of the mound of jewels.
More accurate.
Slits, and they appear to be sort of in stasis until you walk in. They seem to rear to life and look at you. Roll initiative, Ugarth.
Oh, good, just me. I do get advantage on initiative because of my dagger.
Animal handling.
That's a 22.
22. Okay. Give me 1 second to.
Can you move my screen up?
Where's your screen? I'll just put your. Who's hot invisible stalker?
That's surprisingly me. I refreshed because my screen was not showing up correctly.
All right.
I don't know, but you might want to call the cops.
Yeah,
All
I don't like the name.
right. Give me 1 second to get a piece of paper.
And from 1998, that's
Hey,
22 years old. 90 or 80? 98. Yeah, that's
look, this floorboard's broken.
And everything probably did head down the hallway, but not into the room. I moved him up closer just so that we could. see.
let's just have everyone roll initiative real quick.
But I would not be as close as I am. I don't think I would be
Right.
definitely playing.
Introduce yourselves where you guys think you would be as well.
I can no longer see
why?
Carrick.
Makes sense.
You're in the middle of casting.
I'm in the middle of ritual casting.
That will come back.
That's
Can you,
even
can you
better.
just like zoom me out so where I can see Carrick and Ugarth?
I would have been like back here.
1 second.
You got to move me.
There. Can you see Garrett now?
Eric's down here.
He's still off screen. You can move me there.
Carrick- Where's Carrick moving to?
Go through the door.
I will, I mean,
All right.
because I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I do
So-
So
have-
would you stay with Will by the light?
Probably so, yeah. I
Yeah, I
probably
do have
Or
wouldn't
would
one.
you come?
have bothered to go over that way if I couldn't see anything.
We'll put you in.
Up to 30 feet away from me. Up to.
Yeah, I can see and move myself now, thanks.
All right. Sounds good. All right. 25, 20.
22 for
22.
Ugarth.
Okay. All right.
22.
Nice.
Nice.
What are your dex modifiers?
3.
4.
4. Okay. So Ugarth is up first. All right. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
Okay.
Whip.
What did, all right, so 15, 10, 10 to 5
9.
for Carrick.
Correct.
5 to 1.
4.
All right.
How did you roll the upper side of that bracket? That's not too
All right.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1 at first and then re-roll for 3.
bad.
Nice. All right.
Makes sense. I'm trying to ritual cast something.
You win, you film something.
All right.
Also, could you give me access one more time, you will?
1 second, please.
He's now ugly stalker now.
Super creepy guy who hangs by high school girls' bathroom.
Who thinks he's really cool?
So what are you?
Well, I'm by the door.
No, what is he? He's, I think
Yeah.
he's
So
asking.
what's your name? Oh no, he's in now.
Yeah, I was invisible stalker.
Okay. Do you need to, what, do
Thank
you
you.
need, do you need to move your token?
Oh, there we go.
All right. All right. So up first is Ugar. So as you go into this sort of this room of loot, you see these three sort of mechanical cobras sort of coiling around sort of and they appear like they may be aggressive. What are you doing?
Where is the like where is the pile? How far does it extend? Like here,
Okay, so the pile
here,
is
all the way back
back.
here?
Is back sort of right here, sort of in the center of the cobras.
Do I see any perhaps loose gemstones that have scattered closer toward me?
You do not.
How big are these things?
They're probably, probably 7 to 10 feet long.
Okay, that's actually smaller than I was imagining.
Yeah, thank you.
About the size of a person, I would say, roughly that size.
What things can he do?
So probably just back up here, Carrick. Because I'm right behind.
Garth.
Garth.
You're, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up out of the doorway for just a little hot second and
All right.
just kind of say,
Oh, yeah, looks like that's what we need in there, but there's some trouble.
All right. So you back up. How much?
just like right inside the doorway. If I can move through the doorway.
Doors. They're
Move
hard.
through
They're
the
hard in D.
doorway.
They're hard in D&D, and they're hard in Dungeon Fog.
Move through the doorway. Probably doesn't help that I'm zoomed out so far. But yeah, maybe zoom me in. Oh, there we go. So yeah, just kind of right in there.
All right. That's what you're doing for your turn, Ugarth?
Yep.
You step back, let the the door is still sort of open. Step back and all right. Now Angvord is your turn.
That's basically what I was trying to do on my turn is just I'll reach in and just kind of try and yank him back as he's kind of walking in.
Right.
I'll notice it right as he opens the door. I'll notice these three basilisk looking things reel up and he starts walking in, and that's what my turn is going to try and be is just kind of pulling him back and telling him, hey, we should not do this right now. Let's not go in alone, and try and pull him back and then shut the door.
Okay. You pull him back and you shut the door.
Keep out the devil.
And you aren't casting any spells. You aren't throwing any Eldritch Blast.
No.
Closing up. All right.
Yeah.
Now it is Morgana's turn. She is going to go 5,
Where'd it
10,
go?
15,
Into the door.
20,
Into the room.
25, 30,
He doesn't want to get in and get
35,
out.
40, 45, 50,
Like the sleep dimensions room,
55.
right?
No.
If you have to sleep.
You know where you're going.
Morgana's
Yeah.
turn.
Or you risk.
Yeah,
5,
like
10,
something
15,
small.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. All right. Now it's
Oh, I just want to let you affect him.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're Morgana now. Look at me.
Yeah, that was earlier. Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
all right. Now it is Wilfred's turn. Wilfred, what are you doing?
Wait,
I'm not even the poison.
it's my turn? I rolled a 4.
What Girthy, what'd you roll?
12.
Yeah, that's Gerthing's turn. I put Gerthing as Wilfred's.
I'll take my turn to run up to the door and be like, what's inside? 5, 10, 15, 20. 40. I think I have to do, so that's 40 feet, I believe, here.
All right.
So action and movement to get all the way up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So are you opening the door?
I guess that would be a free action, right? I would have seen them reshot it, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Reshot.
I got 50 feet. I can make. You said perception.
Yeah, they reshut the door.
Then
Are you
I
opening the
will
door?
get there. I'll say, what are we waiting for? And then I'll put my hand on the door to go in, but
All right.
wait, because I don't have any more movement or anything like that, really. So
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
going
Right.
in is not.
Carrick, it is now your turn.
Am I even aware that anything unusual is going on at this point?
Make a perception check. So we're listening.
You hear a door sound.
20.
20. Yes. You hear shouts, you hear yelling, you hear something, you hear some commotion down the hallway, and you saw Aurelia sort of duck run in there. I believe that the rest of them were already in there, but
And I will get here with my action and movement
Okay.
with the light from light. And I can't really see anything anymore and down the hallway, but I'm at the doorway.
all right. All right.
What's happening over there?
All right. 5. Now Nergal will
No.
follow your lead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. So he's right here. So we're kind of following behind you. Carrick, now it is Wilfred's turn. Wilfred, what are you doing?
What's happening over there? Do I get a sense of urgency, or is it just like a
Probably with what's happened and probably with your just very high passive perception. Yeah, you probably do understand that something's going on down the end of that hallway. You saw Aurelia
I'll
dive in. You saw Nergal and Carrick move down in that direction.
I'll grab my book that I was using the ritual cast. Well, I guess this is for another time. Stand up for 15 feet and run. So 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And bonus action, yeah, just grabbing all of this stuff and booking it.
All right, sounds good. We're back to Ugarth's turn. What is Ugarth doing?
All right. Let's all go in at once on the count of 3. That's not really how initiative works in D&D, but I don't know that because I'm a character.
You get all reward action for the same thing.
Was there anywhere immediately inside the doorway that I could like hide behind?
Yeah, there were little enclaves inside the door, but overall it's pretty smooth. It's gonna be hard to hide in there.
Well, I'll just
In a small room.
AoE.
I will just open the door, staying behind, like staying out of the doorway.
Mhm.
I'll just push it open from the side. And I guess I would have to use a bonus action to attempt to be stealthy to remain unseen.
Okay, so you open the door.
So I'm hiding
Mhm.
with a bonus action. Be stealthy, and that's a 22. And then from there, I will take aim at the center one.
Okay, so are you moving through the door?
No, I'm staying hidden back behind the doorway, like
Okay,
to the
so-
side of the doorway.
So you open the door, you don't see them.
And then just kind of
They teleported behind you.
Yeah.
then I will
It's the way of the dungeons.
just hold my action in case they appear.
Okay. All right.
A crossbow, short bow,
Short bow.
short bow, short bow,
Turbo
short bow.
short bow, but it has a cross stenciled on it.
All right. All right. So you're holding a short bow right now.
I am holding a short bow.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm
All
ready
right.
to use it as well.
Angvor, is now your turn.
I can't see in the room on dungeon fog. It's because I'm behind the door. I don't know if you can make that visible both.
Yeah, so what I will say is you can see sort of like that. But you I mean when you look in there, you see an empty room. You aren't seeing the mechanical cobras anywhere.
Are the jewels still there?
Jewels are still there.
I mean, I'll poke my head in, and as my 5-10 feet of movement to get into the doorway, look to the left and the right, just so that I'm like in above me.
Does a 21 hit?
It does, yeah.
All right, so that they sort of one of them sort of leaps out behind the door and sort of bites you. You take you take 7 points of piercing damage, and can you please make a Constitution saving throw for me?
10.
10 fails. And so now I would need to do. So you are confused.
Mm.
no.
And next turn, you need to use this action to make one weapon attack against a random creature within 30 feet of it. So
And I presume that that will trigger my firing a short bow.
yeah, I will. Yep.
Do I get advantage when I'm hidden, or is it just that
You are not hidden.
I'm not hidden?
No,
But you'll get sneak attack since he is beside Angkor.
that's correct. Yeah. Mhm.
Cool.
I don't know, sneak attack rules.
That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. 1d6 plus 4 plus 4d6. Is gonna be. That's 22 total points of damage.
Nice. So you sort of pierced when the jeweled eyes, this cobra sort of like sparks and sort of begins to fritz and sort of it looks pretty hurt after taking that hit.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Then the next one will attack you, Angvor. That is an 18 hit.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Can you make another Constitution saving throw, please?
Am I taking damage?
Sorry. Yes, you are. You take 5 points of damage. Piercing damage.
That's a failure.
Okay. Then that means we need to do this.
You get the death
Okay.
condition.
You are paralyzed till the end of your next turn.
Oh, good. You can't attack us.
Yeah, you can't attack him. And then the third one is going to hit you. That's a natural 20.
Two,
So that is 7 points of damage, though.
two.
Can you make another Constitution saving throw, please?
That's a 15.
That saves. So you are hit by all three of these cobras as you enter into the room, and this is what
Hooray.
this is what it looks like.
I still can't see it.
Yeah, it's black for us still.
Let's see. Okay.
It's because
I think no, it's not good.
No,
It
it's I think that'll do it though. I think. Maybe not.
That is.
You can't see.
can't see into the room.
You can see the hallway.
There it is.
Like that. So maybe it's a great thing. I thought. Yeah. Anyways. That's what it looks like in there.
Okay.
So what are you doing after you took those attacks?
Well, I'm paralyzed. So I can't really do
Okay.
anything.
Okay, all right. Ends your turn. Now it is Morgana's turn. She's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She cannot see into the room right now. So, and this is where Griffin was. So, yeah, see that, there you go. Now the vision. Right. So she cannot see into the room. So she's going to go. She's going to cast Bless on everyone she can see. Let's see what it be. So she's going to bless Angvor, Girthing, and Ugarth right now.
Blessed.
Yeah, you are hashtag blessed.
Blessed.
It's Aurelia's turn. Aurelia is going to go. She's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to cast magic missiles at first level at the one at the one that Uarth hit. So that is magic missiles. I believe that is 3. So that is 10 points of damage to it, as it looks pretty damaged now. That is Aurelia's turn. Now it is their turn. So they are one is going to go 5, 10. And then one's going to go 5. Yeah, so one of them is going to slip through. 2 of them are going to hit you, Angvor. One of them is going to hit you, Girthing.
Of course.
Against Girthing that is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
All right, against Angvor, that is a 20 to hit. Not a natural 20, a dirty 20.
Okay.
And that is 6 points of piercing damage. And then you are paralyzed again.
He doesn't roll for it this time.
Don't fail.
Did a stat?
Oh, I'm sorry. Roll for it. I'm sorry. Roll Constitution save throw. I'm sorry.
Well, that one saves.
Okay. All right. You are not paralyzed. All right. Then that is a 14 to hit.
That one misses.
Okay. All right. So you are no longer paralyzed because until the end of its next turn. So
Okay.
you're no longer paralyzed. And so that ends their turn. Now it's Girthing's turn. Girthing, what are you doing?
I'll recklessly hit the guy in front of me. Why not?
All right, go for it.
With my glaive. I'm blessed.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
It's two together, so reckless did help there. D10 double. 2, that's 4. You could
read it.
5. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
Only
Oh,
9 points.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
All right.
And I'm not raging either, so
Okay. All right.
Oh.
So you slash this cobra and sort of leaves this nasty sort of clave. You cleave across its iron hide.
all right. It's a 28 to hit the next one.
That hits. Yep.
And it will be another. Oh shoot. 6 points of slashing damage.
All right. So you slash it again. You leave another furrow in its armor. It's not looking that hurt right now. So.
And then I'll follow it up with the backside of my blade. That's an 18 to hit, though.
That misses.
18 misses. Great.
All right. So that ends your turn, Girthing?
It ends my turn.
All right. Carrick, is now your turn.
I rolled a 9.
You can see up to probably here at the moment because of light coming through the doorway.
All right, so you look in and you look into the doorway. You see, you hear the commotion going on. You're not really sure what's going on.
You hear the whistling of a glaive.
No.
Echo. That was your broom.
Two
That's why I was
blades.
So you just action. You're just dashing up the tunnel. All right. You action dash up the tunnel. Then now it is Nergal's turn. He is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's his turn. All right, Wilfred, it's now your turn.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move me. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Do you-
20, 25, 30. And can I, as my bonus action, toss up my light,
Yep. Yeah, you can do that.
like up to about here or whatever?
Yep. So this sort of
Yeah.
this light sort of spills forth during the tunnel, sort of spills around Nergal and Carrick, and even up, sort of touching Aurelia a little bit. But those of you who are sort of at the front of the tunnel, you're still in gloom. Anything else you want to do, Wilfred?
That's my turn.
All right. Ugarth, is back to your turn. You're muted, by the way.
I'm muted. I'm not muted anymore. I will come around
Silent type.
this way
Mm-hmm.
where I can get the dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I get advantage because
Flanking. Yep.
I'm Flan King.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Flan King.
Flan.
The Flan, the King of Flan.
The Blonde King.
I will use my Fang dagger.
Okay. Sure.
For a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And that's just 1d4. It's a +1, but it's just regular, and then some acid damage, plus 1d4 acid damage or something.
Mhm. Yep.
Cool. So regular damage is 6 points of piercing.
I believe it's
Piercing.
slashing. Maybe piercing. I don't know.
It looks like
I don't know what daggers are.
All right. So how
I
many?
count it like piercing.
What's the number? What's the number? I'm sorry.
6 points of piercing
Uh-huh.
plus just 1d4 of I don't know what numbers are. That was a d6, not a d4. So no points of anything yet.
Okay.
Let's try that again. That is 9 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 1 point of acid damage,
Okay.
and then sneak
Offhand
attack
Yeah, sneak attack. Yep.
could be better. 13 points of
Okay.
attack.
It looks real hurt. Looks real damaged after you sort of stab into it. You sort of slice it up with your dragon tooth dagger. It sort of rakes across the metal. You see these wires and circuitry exposed. It's sort of like sort of sparks are sort of lighting up the darkness up here in the front of the tunnel. Looks
And
pretty
then the
hurt.
rapier with the offhand.
Okay.
Just the dice.
That is a natural 20.
Wow.
Cool, 1d8. D8. That's 10 plus 4, 14.
14 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. So you just cut the head off of this one, and you finish off this construct And you can now see Ingvar on the other side of the doorway.
Hey,
Okay. Then it's your turn. Ingvar is now your turn.
Which one looks more hurt? I know there are a couple of them. Been
One on the
hit.
left.
One on the left. So I'm gonna try and hit that one.
Okay.
Just with Eldritch Blast, one hand up and one hand down, just trying to one out of each hand, just trying to hit it both right there.
Okay.
That's a 23 for the first one,
That
and then
hits.
a 19 for the second one.
Both hit. And the first one was against the one on the left, right?
They both are.
They both are. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 20 points of damage.
20 what?
20 points of damage.
All right, that finishes that one off. As you sort of send one Eldritch Blast to it, send another Eldritch Blast to it. You sort of blow this construct to smithereens. Now there is just that one.
I am.
Pretty proud of those 20.
I'm just going to get out of the way of the doorway just in case, but 1, 10, 15, 20,
You can take an attack of
25.
opportunity.
Yep, 30.
That's a 13 to hit. Assuming there's
That misses.
haha.
in
And
there?
yep, move into the pile and start digging away.
All right.
Not really.
Right.
Yeah.
So now
He's
Morgana
ready to
is
dig
up,
away.
and so she will go
Pouch.
5, 10, 15. She'll go send a first level Eldritch Blast to this guy. That is a sorry, not Eldritch Blast, sorry, Guiding Bolt. That will hit. That is 16 points of damage to it. And any attacks on that going forward have advantage. So on that one. So that ends Morgana's turn. Now it's Aurelia's turn. Aurelia will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She won't attack this turn because she can't see the cobra inside the doorway. And it's his turn. Right now it's the cobra's turn. So we'll go 5, 10. It's coming out at you guys. I guess one more.
It's in the doorway.
And he's now going to hit. Let's. It will hit Ugarth. So that is that's a 11 to hit.
Misses.
All right, that ends its turn. All right. And that will end its turn. Now it's Girthing's turn. Girthing, what are you doing?
Reckless attacking. Why not?
All right.
I believe. That's 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's better. 13 points of slashing.
All right.
I'll swing again. Wait, yeah, I'm recklessing. So that one doesn't hit. That's like a 13.
That misses. Yep.
And then come back with the blunt end of it. 27 to
That
hit.
hits. Yep. Yeah, that hits.
So just a D4. I roll a 4 plus 5. That's 9 points of bludgeoning.
All right. It looks really hurt after Girthing hacks into it, but it is still up for the moment.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Carrick, is now your turn.
I am moving forward.
Wait. Action hit it back.
Ooh.
You still have advantage from
Yeah.
reckless point because it's
Yeah.
the end of my turn.
You know, it's good advantage against you.
Who would use my reaction during? You use your reaction during.
Yeah.
That is all I'm doing.
Well, you can
Okay.
also do it. See what
Oh,
happens.
yeah, but that's what I mean, it's still part of turn.
Nergal will also go forward.
Kind of, in a way.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 55, 50, 55, 60. All right, and it's his turn. Wilfred, what are you doing?
Moving 60 feet.
Okay. All right.
And bone. Yeah.
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. All right. And so that ends your turn. All right. Ugarth is now your turn.
Darn.
You got
Sorry. I'm gonna attack it.
All right. Go ahead and attack it.
That's 25 to
That
hit.
hits. Yep. That hits.
The Fang Dagger, so it's a D4 and a D4. Great, perfect, beautiful. It's gonna be 6 piercing damage and 3 acid damage.
All right. That does it. As he sort of stab into this one, it sort of his eye pops out, and the acid sort of scalds it away. That ends. That finishes off that cobra. Now we are out of initiative.
I wanna, Ugarth would like to search the bodies to see if they contained or were made of anything valuable or worth scavenging.
Okay. Yep. I'll make an investigation check.
Angvor is going to absolutely look through the pile of gold and loot and
all of it.
All right.
see, yes, if he can find a red, blue, and green gem looking
All right.
thing.
So as you go into the pile of gold, you realize it is just an illusion. As you sort of pass into it, it is not real. It's just sort of an illusion. Sort of pass into it.
But then he will, I mean, I'll also look around. Did these snakes, they didn't come off of like diocese or anything, did they? They were just
Nope.
off the ground.
Yeah, just off the ground.
Well, yeah, just kind of look around from kind of the spots that they appeared from and see if there are, is anything over there that could
Alright.
be, yeah.
Okay. All right. What'd you roll investigation, Ugarth?
16.
16. Right. That is just high enough to notice that the eyes of these cobras are actually rubies.
That's kind of what I was wondering. All of them are rubies?
Yes. Some of them have been damaged, so I'll say that you get 4 sort of rubies.
One for cherry,
Off of
one
this.
for blueberry, one for lemon.
You got hit, like all. No one else. I come up and heal you.
I have one healing potion.
The
but-
4 rubies.
Aw.
We all have them.
Morgana will go up to you, Ingvor, and will drop a. How hurt are you looking?
I mean, it didn't feel great. I'm not bloodied yet,
He's-
but it's
he's
close,
winded.
close
He's
to
winded.
being bloodied.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't great. It definitely
I like Morgana. You
hurt
probably
me
seen-
a significant amount. Yeah.
So she will drop a 2nd level healing word on
Yeah.
you.
Cure wounds or healing word?
She doesn't.
Sure.
Cure wounds. Sorry. 1 second to pull up.
She doesn't cure wounds. She's healing words. Get better soon. I'll go over and healing words too if they get better soon.
So they use vicious mockery.
There you go. Better not die on my watch.
You loser.
Right.
Moving a little,
If you,
Healing.
her little camera all around her face.
Okay, so that is- I believe that is 13 points of healing damage.
That works.
Yeah, 13 points of healing damage.
I could drop a 1st level cure wounds on you.
That's fine.
He's good. That's fine. He shouldn't be front line.
No.
A whole lot more. He might.
Yeah.
He could.
All right.
All right.
Uh, we got some rubies, it looks like there.
Hey, DM.
Mhm.
Is there a particular gold piece value of these rubies? Are they a
Um,
particular size? Because the ruby item on D&D Beyond says it's worth 5,000 gold pieces. So I'm assuming you're not giving me 20,000 gold pieces worth of rubies.
I am not giving you 20,000 gold pieces worth of rubies.
Don't say that. Don't ask.
Let me just look at like what
Stop asking questions.
I need to be on.
Why, yes, I
Um,
will take that.
Or, I mean, after you move it,
yeah,
Gladly.
this is not what I want to give you. I will give you a
Earth and your batch of rations with.
yeah, I will give you a ruby worth 200 gold pieces. He's worth 200 gold pieces.
Each one with 200.
Is that all that's in this room? Is
Make
nothing.
a perception or investigation check, your choice.
Where's my dice? 12 for perception.
12. You don't see anything else.
All right.
I can't get through the door. I can't see because I can't get through this door.
Well, we have the
I put
rubies.
Griffin through
We can go back. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any other exits out of this room.
the-
So we've got red flavor.
Check the other
We got
room.
cherry. We need sapphire and we need emerald.
We think.
Cherry and blueberry and lime.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was lemon.
That's fine.
Line.
Well, let's go.
Lemon.
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 Well, if that's all we're doing here, hey, I'm through the door.
Yeah, I mean, let's go back into the,
Check that other
cave
room,
entrance and we can maybe look at the other door here.
Maybe. Well, I marked out lemon and wrote lemon down again. Sorry. Lime. Maybe it's gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm going through the door.
All right.
Maybe it's amethyst.
And if I
What's turquoise?
topaz.
Okay, what was done when we were kids?
Really strong. I think illegal. Yeah, that's fine.
So how are
Minimal.
No.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Oh, okay.
We go back. I guess we need to get to the other room now. Now, when Ugarth went through that the other trap, did that remove the trap or is it still there?
So he just saw runes on the ground. He didn't set off the trap, right? So it's sort of like he stepped up towards the door and you saw like these arcing sort of runes. And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to activate the trap." He sort of stepped back.
And then they're like, oh, she needs a bridge.
Well, if worst comes to worst, I could run through it. Anybody know how to deal with magical traps?
Um,
Fire.
I could spend a 3rd level spell to do it.
Oh, that's good. It's close to second, right?
I may not get it.
I was working at.
So
Well, I mean,
Ugar's from you can try flying over it and try to pick the lock without touching the ground.
mental called
That's the name of the planet.
we all fly now.
I mean, we can certainly see what these rubies do at one of these doors.
Sure. You go back in the other room and
But
Stick one in the.
I don't know if we need all three of these gems to proceed.
Yay.
Are the
Like,
are the runes only on the floor?
Yeah, in that entrance, yeah.
it was a feed. It said feed me, say more. Is that what the riddle say?
Yeah, it said let's see. It said
To continue, feed me fruit of the earth, not from tree or bush, but from ground itself.
It might consume whatever. Might also wait till it gets all through before you.
Mhm.
Well, we found one. Or one of the requirements for it.
We hope.
Yeah, we're not positive that it is. I mean, we could try this other room, I guess.
Yeah, let's, can I detect and see what kind of, I don't know if it's an arcane trap, because I'm proficient in arcana. I don't know if I can
Okay,
study the door and the
make an ar-
runes.
yeah, make an arcana check on the runes. Yeah, you can do that for sure.
That's a 22.
22. All right, give me 1 second to figure out what class this is.
Yeah, you're
So you recognize that the runes are
To
evocation.
the moon.
evocation.
It evokes.
What does that even mean?
It's like fireball, I believe.
This door seems to be trapped with some kind of evocation magic. I'm not sure
Yeah, that's conjuration.
what it could be,
Fireball's evocation.
but
And you are looking at
every-
the one on the so the far end of the foyer, correct?
yeah.
Yeah,
Where the runes
yeah.
were, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
both of the rooms. I mean, I can.
Can do they seem to be weight activated? Do we know, or can we kind of tell that?
You don't know if they were weight activated, but they did seem to be activated by something Ugarth was doing. Maybe it was his weight, or maybe it's just movement. It's a little hard to tell.
Mhm.
Um,
Well,
but actually, I'll say make a perception or investigation check to figure that out.
that is a 10.
10, yeah. You don't know if it was just weight or if it was just movement.
Well, I'm gonna just be like, everybody stand back a little bit.
Okay.
And I hope everybody stands back like a few, like 20 feet. When I see everybody standing back like 20 feet, myself included, Demon Chad is going to walk forward
Okay.
onto the runes up to the door.
All right. So as Demon Chad walks up to the door, this sort of he all of a sudden finds himself in sort of like this invisible force cage, and then this massive rush of fire fills the entranceway around him, and that is where we'll end tonight's session.
He's immune to fire damage.
Boom.
I was like, I'm hoping it's fire damage. Nice.